This is ESA Logic. Today I'll be bringing you Kina, Bridge of Spirits, in specifically Toshi's Relics on the easy difficulty. This is my commentated submission video for ESA. I'm very excited to show this run off, be showing off the settings real quick. Even though everything's on low, the game still looks very beautiful, and we're playing on 60 FPS. Story mode being easy mode, and the time will begin now. So, Kina Bridge of Spirits is honestly an amazing game. The movement combined with the combat, in my opinion, is definitely the best I've seen in a long time, and I definitely recommend this game, even to the people who haven't played it casually. I think it's a great time. As a speedrun and casually, I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful experience that I think everyone will enjoy. You know, if it's your kind of genre, I think you're sleeping on it if you haven't played it yet. So, this is Kina right here. This is our protagonist for the game. She is a spirit guide sent here on a mission to cleanse a village filled of souls who have yet to pass over. Really interesting story. I won't be explaining too much of the story, but it's pretty fun otherwise. That right there was Pulse. Basically, our ability that lets us react with the environment and other entities around us. I'll explain entities later. There's a little trick right there. Basically, we roll up against that wall where an autosave from deeper in the cave kind of bleeds into that area, and we're able to skip a lot of the cave thanks to that. This is our first tutorial fight, just the game showing us the ropes. These enemies are pretty easy. You can do 2 hits into a charged heavy attack, and the third swing of the heavy attack, where Kina kind of turns around on the spot and swings, is actually the hardest hitting heavy attack we have in the combo. So you can actually whiff the first hit of the combo, but if you do that heavy attack, you'll still kill those enemies. Okay, we'll be loading the game right here, just to skip us some walking all the way. Rolling is our preferred method of movement. It is quite faster than running. And we're actually able to roll out of bounds. Ooh, there we go. So the way Kina's roll works is a little weird. We basically roll up against a slope, and the game doesn't really know what to do with us, because the game thinks we're still on the ground, because we're rolling, but we're traveling up a wall. And now we're in the tutorial area where we get to free our little special guys. These are the rots, basically little friends on the way. We interact with them with Pulse, and we free them and help, and they help us in our adventure. This is the tutorial area, and we need 5 of them to get to level 1. We are currently at level 0 right now. At level 0, we're actually unable to aim or cleanse the world around us. That right there was called a pulse jump, very intricate jump, which lets us carry our speed from a sprint, or the start of a sprint, sorry, into a jump, and we are able to get a lot of airtime and a lot of distance.
Run quick.
Okay. And because we loaded, we actually skipped a little animation that plays when Kina gets a new level. But there we go. That was us cleansing the environment around us, and an aim jump. Nope. Yeah, it's fine. So an aim jump is really useful because when you aim without the bow, the game kind of slows down a little bit, and you're able to carry your vertical momentum a little more. So you basically get a boosted jump when you jump and aim, which is very useful for parkouring, as you can see. Now I'll be going over here for another aim jump, skipping pretty much this entire puzzle. Very clean.
Let me help.
First boss fight at the run, Sprout. Doing 2 weeks into a heavy and using our rot ability. This rot ability is our default one, which basically keeps the enemies in place and stops them from attacking. And that way we're just pretty much free to beat them up. There we go.
If you want to get to the map, our brother Charles trapped. Great idea, Saya. Help us free Charles and we'll take you to. Woohoo! Come on. Our village
Okay.
is this way.
Now these cute little twins are showing us the way, but we're actually going to overtake them and try this trick here. There we go. To those who don't know what I just did, there is actually a title card when you get to the edge of that mountain. Kana kind of breaks into this brisk stroll when you hit the trigger box, and the camera pans up and it shows off the environment. But because we were always in a state that wasn't, in a game state that wasn't like standing or walking, the game wasn't able to actually initiate the cutscene. So by rolling and pulsing in between rolls, we're able to completely bypass that title card. Okay. Once again, you'll be seeing me doing a lot of double weak into heavy hits on those enemies. And that is the village opened. This is our main hub of the game. We'll be passing through here and warping to here very often. Okay, now through normal playthroughs, you'd actually interact with this button in front of us and pulse, but we're actually going to be taking a side path. And instead of initiating chapter 1, we're actually just going to jump straight to chapter 3. Because there is an ability in chapter 3 that we need to make this run a lot quicker. Damn. This trick is very difficult. We basically want to... there we go. We want to wrap around the nature with our rolls and jump onto the staircase. We bypassed an invisible wall pretty much at the shrine that would stop us from getting up here normally. And now we're free to run and activate chapter 3 to get a dash incredibly early. You know, some people would take 15 hours, maybe 20 to get this ability. We're getting it in the first 10 minutes. And this ability really opens up the speedrun in a beautiful way. Definitely adds a lot of depth to the gameplay and the strats that we can provide.
Toshi could not. It seems, Toshi, you.
There's a ghost talking to us. There we go. Now I'll be waiting. There we go. That load is very important to basically skip out on tutorials that we would get. Now I'll be coming over here and actually using our dash to already break the progression of the game and come to the side area over here. Now because this is basically any percent, we want to be beating everything as fast as possible. And if you play this game, you'll know that we need to fight 3 bosses to get Toshi's memories. And I'm not anywhere near it. But if I line this up, there we go. We're able to do a trick right here. Whoa. That might... yeah, okay. That rock did not want to load. So by coming over here, we're actually able to skip all the way to the... There it is. Okay. Whew. Took a while to load in. Yeah, there we go. And now we're already into one of the boss areas of the run, which is called Mask Maker. Not the cleanest entrance, but it will do. So that move right there was called the Hyper Dash. Hyper Dashes are weird, I don't really know how we would call it, but a weird sequence of events that allow us to carry our dash momentum pretty much anywhere we want. We basically pause buffer, or we frame perfect pause and pull out our camera to glitch out the menu and put the game in a pause state. And that way we can play while also having the camera open. Which lets us do that trick. Ooh, a little bit of lag there, but that's fine. Now we're on Mask Maker. We want to tuck him in this corner to loop him. There we go. And bosses stagger with heavy hits in this game, so we want to do it as much as we can. Make him turn and trick him, and basically stagger him now, because he wants to face us to attack us. But because we're staggering him where he stands, he's not able to. I dropped my combo there, but that shouldn't matter. There we go. Alright, not bad, not bad. The missed Hyper Dash was a little upsetting, but... I'm also getting achievements because I'm not on my main setup right now, and I'm using my girlfriend's version of Kena, which she hasn't played all the way. But now we're going back to Village Center and actually going to fight the second of the 3 bosses straight away. So we'll be doing some parkour and using the aim jump to get to places we shouldn't be. There we go. Carrying the momentum from the dash is very important to clearing a lot of these jumps. And now we'll progress to the area. But most people will think you need bow to do warrior, and you don't have bow yet. Well, with the Hyper Dash, you're actually able to completely avoid the entire area. And load the autosave, and there we go. The game does not know what to do with us. It sees our player model is in the Warrior Shrine Arena, and it's like, oh, well, load the autosave. So we basically skip out on all the side area, or the build up to this area. We've unlocked Rot Hammer now, which is one of the best abilities in the game, pretty much. It's a Rot Infused ability, so we'll always need a Bar of Courage in the bottom left to get it working. Ooh, bit of lag there. We want to keep Warrior in a corner. There we go. Yeah, that's Raw Hammer. Absolutely destroys anyone. Okay. Now we are gonna take a bit of a break from beating up the bosses, and because we actually need to get the bow, which is a very important item in the run. You're unable to beat the game without it, so yeah, we need it. Right there, I did a really cool wall jump to bypass an invisible wall that would stop us from progressing otherwise. Activating the waypoint and carrying on to go grab bow. If you look in the bottom left hand corner, you'll see that I'm being very careful with my boost management. Well, not anymore. But I was being very careful with my boost management. Did I make this? Okay, I did. Cool. Boost management is very important because the bar goes up very slowly unless you run the bar empty. When you run the bar empty, the game wants to fill up really quickly to let you dash again. But it lets us dash while it's building up. So instead of taking a while and waiting for the game to get to a part of the bar where we can dash, we just catch it while it's going up. Dash management again. Just making sure I run out of this area. And jumping over all that terrain. Even though that out of bounds may have looked not worth, maybe slower, instead of just going the right way, we actually skipped a trigger box, which would have propped up an invisible wall right here. But because we went out of bounds the way we did, we actually skip out on the trigger box that puts up the invisible wall, and we can just progress without interacting with the Taro's crest. The side effect of doing this is that there will always be thunder in the background, which is a very nice touch. I like it. Alright, another fight here that we're going to be skipping by aim jumping. Oh, whoops. My direction was a little poor there. There we go. And we'll be skipping that fight pretty much. We haven't fought out a single mob fight yet, except for the one at the village. Be coming up here and actually doing a really cool roll to get all the way out of bounds up here. Now instead of pardon me by the way if that was audible. So now we're progressing out of bounds, obviously, into a very cool spot to do another really cool hyper dash, which will help skip a lot of windy passages and fights. So basically gonna stand here, aim about here, and hyper dash again. We want to be sure that we pause at the right time. Here we are, and load this rock. And we're gonna go up here and then void out. Normally when the game detects you're in the air and soft locked, it will void you out and load you in again. And because of the way we walked, we're able to load on this rock. And now we're able to stay out of bounds. And pretty much skip 3 fights? 2... Yeah. We were able to skip a main boss and a mini... and like a mob fight. To grab bow. This autosave load is to prevent a crash from happening, a common crash. Okay, and there's normally a cutscene there, but we're actually able to skip it, doing what we did right there. Now we have bow. Now that we have bow, we're actually able to go fight the final main boss for Toshi's mask. We can actually use dash for its intended purpose and enter the spirit realm for this area. And normally you would need bomb to progress through here, but we're actually able to do some parkour to skip out on needing it. And instead of going the normal way, we actually come up here. And just like that, we are at the boss area. Whoops, I can't aim. Okay, that was us showcasing the bow. Now that we have bow, we actually can't jump and aim. It actually kills our momentum now. So that's why it's important we routed it the way we did. So now for Hunter, we want to catch her really early and just kind of wail on her from the beginning. Back up and actually do a raw hammer for damage. Now she'll basically roll something random. Okay, I'm gonna parry her. Whoa. And do another raw hammer, pile on damage again. And now catch her out the sky with the bow. And that's the fight. Yeah, very good. Very good. Okay, now we're warping to Toshi. Chapter 3's boss. Interact with the crest now that we have all the memories. And it'll be good to go to fight him. Now this fight is very enjoyable, honestly. And because we beat all the bosses, we actually got another courage to use. So now we can double raw hammer and get a bunch of damage in. Alright, there we go. Oh, got the glitch dash attack there. A little unfortunate, but it's fine. Alright, there's Toshi down. Okay. Whew. Now I'll be unlocking a shield dash ability. Or a shield ability, sorry. And basically it increases our shield meter by an extra dash. And by doing this we're now able to get an extra dash in. Getting all the achievements because this version of the game hasn't been played this far because I'm not at my main setup, obviously. But now we're at the final boss of the run. So there we go. We shoot his weak points and finish off phase 1. Now we're in phase 1.5. This is where we have to deal with a bunch of mini enemies. Oh, where'd that bird go? No, cool sky birds. Lol. So now here, we basically want to try and chain as many attacks as we can. Not looking too fortunate for me. Yeah, it's passable, it's fine. Now we go into here. Actually fight on the mini boss. This is actually a main boss in the game. Because of the way we played it, we don't have to fight him. Okay, this is a little awkward. But we'll hopefully make it work. There we go. Not the cleanest loop, but it is, it's not bad. Whoops. Alright, now that's phase like 1.5, I guess you could call it, done. We're now in phase 2. Once again, he'll be roaring, revealing his weak spots, and we'll just very quickly finish him off like that. Now 2.5. This is a parkour phase where we have to utilize bomb and bow. But as many of you might have noticed, we don't have bomb. So how are we going to be able to do this? Well, once we traverse all the way up here, we'll need bomb for this next platform. But if you're good with your jump timing, you can actually make it without needing to open up the platforms. Very difficult jump, by the way. Definitely harder than it looks. There we go. Now we're in phase 3. Phase 3 is much longer than phase 1 and 2. Basically now we have to release the spears in his back. And we need pew! We need to wait for him to do a specific attack, or build up to an attack, to allow us to break those spears out. This is a set piece. We can't do much to prevent him from jumping away, at least to our knowledge. Dash through that to avoid the damage. Oh, whiffing all my shots. Oh my god. You don't need to kill these guys. It's not too big of a deal. He'll jump back anyway. But it's just to clear the arena, so you don't get caught up on something. There's another attack and another spear. Knock that away. Now I'm going to purposefully go out the ring to influence his attacks. My positioning is very important in this fight, so I'm making sure to get the right attacks. Now I'm actually going to go really far out of the arena. There we go. And by doing this, we basically skipped him from... or basically skipped a laser attack that he would want to do. And we're able to free the final spear. There we go. Okay, that is Kina, Bridge of Spirits, Toshi's Relics on easy. The run doesn't end until we activate the final meditation spot. But that is the gameplay done. Yeah, a very short run, but a very enjoyable run in my humble opinion. And now we, this is the part we will reconcile with Toshi. And he'll, and allow him to grieve and amend his actions. Yeah, that is that's Toshi's Relics on easy. Final time should be a high 25, which is pretty decent. It is pretty decent. And there you go, 25, 55. But yeah. The estimate for the submission will be 30 minutes. Just, you know, just in case a game crash or I forget how to play the game, which hopefully won't happen. But yeah, that is Toshi's Relics on easy. Hopefully this was a suitable VOD to show off the game. And hopefully I'm accepted for ESA.